As Real Madrid approach the final stretch of the calendar year, the club finds itself navigating a moment of quiet tension. On the surface, results remain acceptable. Beneath that layer, however, questions surrounding leadership, squad management, and long-term planning continue to intensify, particularly around head coach Xabi Alonso and the development of young talents such as Endrick. Before going any further, this is the type of story that defines seasons, not just matches. If you follow Real Madrid closely, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss what comes next. Like this video to keep this analysis visible, and comment the city you're watching from. Madridistas around the world, let us know where you stand as this season unfolds. Speaking ahead of Real Madrid's match against Sevilla, Xabi Alonso addressed growing speculation regarding his future, framing the final weeks of the year as an opportunity to stabilize rather than escalate uncertainty. Without directly referencing dismissal rumors, the coach emphasized the importance of finishing the year with focus and cohesion, a message clearly directed at both the dressing room and the club's leadership. Alonso acknowledged that pressure is inherent at Real Madrid, especially during periods when performances fail to fully convince. While recent results have prevented a deeper crisis, the absence of consistent dominance has kept scrutiny alive. The coach stressed that internal evaluations are ongoing and that his priority remains maintaining competitiveness while reinforcing collective discipline. At the same time, the club confirmed the short-term loan of Endrick to Olympique Lyon, a decision that reflects Real Madrid's broader approach to managing young talent amid immediate sporting demands. The 19-year-old Brazilian forward, considered one of the most promising prospects of his generation, signed a 6-month deal with the French side in search of regular playing time and developmental continuity. Endrick's departure was publicly acknowledged by Vinicius Júnior, who used social media to send a message of support to his compatriot. "My brother Bob, good luck. We'll be waiting for you here soon," Vinicius wrote, signaling both personal closeness and institutional confidence in Endrick's long-term role at the club. The nickname Bob dates back to Endrick's arrival in Madrid, when he cited Bobby Charlton as one of his footballing inspirations. The reference quickly became an internal joke among teammates and staff, symbolizing the teenager's blend of reverence for history and ambition for the future, traits that initially aligned well with Real Madrid's identity. From a sporting perspective, the loan represents a pragmatic decision. Endrick believes that Lyon will provide the competitive environment necessary to earn minutes, regain rhythm, and strengthen his case for reintegration under Carlo Ancelotti in the future, with the 2026 World Cup also looming as a personal objective. Real Madrid invested heavily in Endrick's potential, paying approximately €35 million for his transfer in 2022. He officially joined the club in June 2024 upon turning 18, arriving amid significant expectations and global attention. However, adaptation at the senior level proved challenging. During his first season under Ancelotti, Endrick appeared in 37 matches across competitions, scoring 7 goals. While the numbers reflected promise, opportunities were often limited to short appearances, and consistent starts remained elusive. The competition for attacking positions, combined with Real Madrid's immediate need for results, constrained his role. Under Xabi Alonso, Endrick's situation became even more restricted. The forward featured in just 3 matches, a reduction that reinforced the perception that the current coaching project prioritizes short-term stability over gradual integration of youth. This dynamic has fueled debate among supporters and analysts regarding the balance between development and performance. Within the broader context of Alonso's tenure, Endrick's loan underscores the fine margins defining the coach's position. Every squad decision is now interpreted through the lens of results, style of play, and future planning. While the club has not made any public indication of imminent change, the margin for error remains narrow. As Real Madrid prepare to face Sevilla, the narrative is no longer limited to 3 points. The match represents another checkpoint in a season marked by cautious optimism and underlying doubt, a moment where leadership, squad depth, and long-term vision intersect. The way the club navigates these decisions before the year's end may shape not only Alonso's immediate future, but also the trajectory of players like Endrick, whose development continues away from the Bernabéu at least for now. Inside Real Madrid, the evaluation of Xabi Alonso's project has become increasingly detailed as the club approaches the midpoint of the season. While public discourse often focuses on isolated results, internal analysis extends far beyond the scoreboard, examining tactical structure, player utilization, and the long-term coherence of the sporting plan. Club executives continue to view Alonso as a coach with strong institutional alignment and modern tactical ideas. His understanding of Real Madrid's culture, reinforced by his history as a player, remains a key asset. However, familiarity alone does not guarantee stability. At the Bernabéu, expectations are defined by dominance, not transition, and any perception of stagnation quickly translates into pressure. Sources close to the club indicate that Alonso's position is not immediately threatened, but neither is it fully secure. The coaching staff is being assessed on its ability to balance competitiveness with squad development, a task complicated by the presence of high-profile stars and the limited tolerance for experimental phases. Matches such as the one against Sevilla are viewed internally as opportunities to reinforce control and authority rather than merely accumulate points. Within this framework, Endrick's loan to Lyon has been interpreted as both a developmental necessity and a strategic compromise. The Brazilian forward's limited involvement under Alonso highlighted a broader dilemma. Real Madrid's current environment leaves little room for gradual integration of young players when results demand immediate impact. Endrick's case is not isolated. The club's recent history reflects a recurring pattern in which promising talents are either accelerated aggressively or temporarily removed from the spotlight to mature elsewhere. In this context, the decision to allow Endrick to leave on loan was framed as a protective measure, designed to preserve confidence and match rhythm rather than expose him to prolonged inactivity. From the coaching perspective, Alonso has consistently emphasized the importance of merit-based selection and tactical balance. The competition for attacking roles remains intense, and with limited space for rotation, young players often find themselves competing against established internationals in peak physical condition. This reality has shaped squad management decisions throughout the season. The loan also reflects a broader institutional priority: short-term stability. Real Madrid's leadership is acutely aware that the margin for error narrows significantly when performances fail to convince. In such scenarios, developmental projects are often subordinated to immediate objectives, particularly in a season where domestic and European competitions remain open. Vinícius Júnior's public message to Endrick offered a glimpse into the human dimension of these decisions. While official statements tend to emphasize strategy and performance, player relationships continue to play a crucial role in maintaining dressing room cohesion. Vinícius' words reinforced the notion that Endrick's absence is temporary and that his long-term future remains tied to the club. At the same time, the episode has reignited debate among supporters regarding the club's approach to youth development. Some view the loan as a missed opportunity for Alonso to demonstrate trust in emerging talent, while others consider it a necessary step to shield a teenager from unrealistic expectations at one of the most demanding clubs in world football. As the year draws to a close, Real Madrid's leadership remains focused on evaluation rather than reaction. Alonso's project is being judged incrementally, with emphasis on performance trends, adaptability, and internal control. While rumors of dismissal continue to circulate externally, decision-makers are prioritizing evidence over noise. The coming weeks will be decisive not because they promise definitive answers, but because they will shape perception. Whether Alonso can consolidate authority, improve fluency on the pitch, and navigate squad management without alienating key profiles will determine the level of confidence entering the next phase of the season. For Endrick, the focus shifts to Lyon, where consistent minutes could accelerate his development away from the constant scrutiny of Madrid. For Real Madrid, his absence serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between present demands and future investment, a balance that continues to define the club's